the next thing is physical problem. Physical problem. I've emphasized, I hope we are all clear on the emotional feeling, the emotional problem. Emotional problem can be done across any business, be it service or product. Like McDonald's sells both the feeling, the function, the brand. Apple sells the function and majorly the feeling, how you feel when you use an Apple device. It goes so much in. It's not just saying a lifestyle brand. I'm starting a lifestyle brand. It's not. It's not necessary, right? The next thing I want to emphasize on is physical pain problem. Now, people can have injury. People can have physical pain, headaches. People can be tired. My hand is aching me. So now there are products that you can sell. There are vitamins you can sell. Just imagine now this guy is selling computer. You're like, okay, if I want to make my product more expensive, I'm selling laptop. What if I get a bag that will not make them feel pain on their shoulders? A balanced weight distribution bag. Are you getting me? This is how you improvise. You remember I said this is our improvisation stage. You are thinking of the things that could make your product more valuable. Okay, I'm a gym instructor, for example. People have issues with their knee every time they are squatting. What if I'm selling the knee ankle belt thing that they usually wear, like a rubber stuff that they wear? The name, she's correct. So back to what I was saying. Like you are selling it outside the gym. Just imagine how you would sell that. You will literally almost always sell out because it's a physical pain problem. You highlighted, this is what I want to do. Many times, people just combine all the problems together and say they want to solve. See how, and you know the funny things, I wrote down 10 categories of problems that people face as like the ones I've used to create marketing campaigns. And honestly, it is still more than this. Now imagine somebody that is starting a business just combining everything together. Uber is solving a pain problem. I cannot be jumping balls, the traffic, not really emotion. Yeah, you feel good but it's more like a pain. The traffic, the journey, how stressed you will be if you want to pack all your things from one location to another. Are you getting? So, functional problem, this is the one people sell a lot. And that's where you see everybody in the same shop. And the funny thing in Nigeria, when they see something is working functionally, everybody will start it. POS, that thing is ringing. They used to wake me up. POS. I'm like, God, everybody in my estate gates is doing POS. Walk 5 steps from where you stand, you see a POS machine. And I'm like, is there anybody that will come up with something new? I was at Surulere. I saw a very nice small shop, small chop store, and they sell small chops. The next building beside it, they are selling small chops too. And I'm like, people just copy functionally and not even know what the brand or the marketing team is doing emotionally. Because that's what heavily at times differentiates a lot of business. Why can't I just go to the makeup artist that will do makeup artist for me for 2K? And you are asking me for 100K. Honestly, I worked with a makeup artist that was referred, she's in Canada now. Her makeup artist work is 500K. I don't know if there are different powders or anything she does, but and she said that is the cheapest. That's a minimum value. Minimum. And there's somebody begging somebody to pay me, Madam, now pay me 50K. Madam, you dey stress me. When people are not emotionally tied to something, they would use function to justify. The reason why you are here is because you justified it in your mind that I'm not going to waste my time. That's just the truth. It was justified to you that the most valuable way to spend my Saturday, because you could have chosen to sleep. Is it? You have chosen to just I'm going to club, yes, I'm going to club probably Friday, Saturday, I'm just going to sleep, enjoy my life. But it felt like justifiably, some of you have never seen me. So you are looking at the metrics. What are people saying? That's why you saw these aunties shouting, I enjoy conversion lab. Some of you have seen those videos and you're like, okay, this justifies it. Let me come. Are you getting me? So every human being have two major ways of justifying, emotionally or functionally. But other things still create problems. Now, financial problems, carry-wise, bank problems, issues like that, that's your idea. It can fall under that. You can't be selling financial problem emotionally. Mba, I don't play with my money. Do you get that? You can't be selling financial problem functionally. There's no function. Is it working or is not working? Financial problems. That's why I have examples there. Will I live a better life? If I save on Piggyverse, will they add more money? If I invest on Bamboo, will they add more money to my money? Will I get richer? And the funny thing is that you can't solve all the problems. So that is why I asked everyone to write down their ideas first. So now you are picking which one is aligned to you. That was the first task we did. Then there's social problem. Buying a Rolls Royce makes me look successful. Just imagine now I told my friend, and I told her that I bought pair for 30K, and she was like, 30K, why did you buy pair of 30K? You can just buy pair for 6K. I said, I know that tell her the complete truth, Sha. I actually bought pair for 90K. And I was like, if you are shouting for 30K, as how will I tell you 90K? But the truth is, it just makes me feel like, oh, it's not now. You guys not, it's not going to start believing me. It has been since, it has been long. But yeah, thinking about it, it was more like, when I was paying, everybody was just looking at my basket. This guy just packed different pairs. I was like, yeah, that's me. Say nothing, man. Say nothing. That the day I'll buy Rolls Royce, you people don't sleep on me. If you save my number, I'll be like Rosy Saturday, Rosy Monday. Social proof, man. That's all it does. They will not be inviting me for programs I don't have invites to. They'll be like, sir, will you be available? They want to use my card. They will not want to tell me directly, sir, we have a guest. We just want you to drive. Like, don't worry. You foil the rose. Rosie? You just, like, that's all. So you need to sell social proof. Not that I said social proof. You need to sell social problems. So gaining status, becoming more respectful, becoming more impressed. Like most of the speakers, I've reached out to speakers for conferences. The reason why they will come, because they'll ask us, oh, what's my enumeration? What's my, there's this fee they collect from us. Trying to remember the name. Logistics. It's not just logistics alone. They call it some rider. So they call it rider. That's their remuneration, their logistics, their hotel, everything. And I'm like, sir, this and this person will be here. It will help your branding. That is all. They'll say, don't worry, I'll be there. That is all. I'm not capping. But if nobody is there, they are like the superstar. They'll be like, you people go pay. Yeah? Yeah. Who is attending? Because everyone wants to feel expected. So now for somebody that is going into event management, you will not be looking at function. If Ashakain is coming, do you know the crowd that will be there? If I posted Ashakai's poster today, forget the people that want to learn marketing, forget that thing. This place go full. I'm being serious. People that I know, people I don't know, they'll be here. And it's not because they want to learn. It's because one person is coming. And the reason why they might just want to come here is, Ashakan, I'm your biggest fan. I want to take a picture. And they will wait. I said 6 hours training. Nah, come on. People will wait till 12. They will line up. Say 12 is small. Because when they get that picture and they post it, they'll be like, you saw Ashakan. You'll be like, he's my guy now. He's my brother. I know Ashakan. We are the guy. We are guys. Honestly. So every problem have different approach. And I've seen many businesses miss these things up. Are you guys with me? So the next problem, because of time, identity problem, is also tied to the social problems too. Like identity is more like you don't know who you are, you want to be part of a community. This one is more like you are building a community, right? And that's one thing I'm doing. The conversion lab now is an identity problem. I'm trying to build a community for business owners and marketing professionals. Simple. That's why we don't have mechanic here. We don't have billionaires here because it's not a billionaires program. So like right now, people here want to become a professional marketer, or in quote, they want to grow their marketing skill or build their businesses. Chikena. It's not that complex. An identity problem. Simple. Now, the next thing is opportunity problem. So people like Jobberman, LinkedIn, those are opportunity problems. You have HRs doing CVs for people just to get opportunity. Are you getting me? Opportunity problems. Okay, if I pay you, there's somebody that I think I worked with somebody and they're like, if you join this our membership club, you pay for it. Like simple, Eco Club now, Eco Golf Club. Our GM was telling us it's like 7 million to join the membership club. What are you gaining? Opportunities. Not just the status alone. Like this is the opportunity that is making them pay because of the people they would meet. Opportunity problem. Somebody thought about that. I'm like, okay, let's cook this. I have friends, I have billionaires here and here. Let's create this club. And people are doing it. It's completely different from identity. Opportunity and identity are not the same thing. Or identity, identify a group. Opportunity says, oh, I'm going to do this because of what I will gain. The opportunity, the access I will gain. So you can sit down and take, that's why I'm definitely going to share the slide with you. You go back and digest all of these things. Then the next problem is convenience problem. How long will it take? Uber food, Jumia food, all those things are convenience problem. As more you think they are functional, they are also convenience problem. When it comes to time, distance, progress, all those things are convenience problem. But I'm sure we are not going to go into that. Risk and trust problem. It also falls under financial too. How much risk someone has to take. So now I've listed a couple of problems and I said these are just the basics for your improvising of your ideas. Now, is it in demand? You wrote an idea out down. Look at your idea. If I start this thing now, is it in demand? Would they buy this idea I just wrote down? Have you written any idea? You don't have any idea? Yeah, no, it's fine. Some people too don't have. Idea on what? Yeah, okay, as I said, we're in the improvised stage. And in the improvised stage, we looked at starting a business. That's like the first foundation of business. There are 3 stages we are looking at. There are actually 11 stages of growing a business from 1 to 100 million and up to 1 billion. I'm not kidding. So every stages have different structure and approach. And one of the foundation, I think the last time we guys were in class, I was telling you the inflow, outflow of clash and all of that. But like before that, there is the improvised stage. And that's where we started from. So in your improvised stage is where you think of that idea. What's that new thing that, if I start this thing, this thing is making sense to me. And that's why we are looking at the problem. She mentioned, there is a problem you have to solve. You said offer. You said structure. You said offer. So one thing you do at the improvised stage is first you have nothing to sell. So for everybody that in this room that don't have anything to sell, this stage is for you. Pick a problem, anything you think you want to do. It can be shoelace you want to sell. How do you want to sell it? It can be glasses, as I said. It can be wristwatch. It can be shoes. It can be hair you want to make. Anything. As I said, I'm one of the marketing professionals. Anytime I come into an interview, they're like, what can you offer? I said, give me anything to sell, even pure water. I've dared my friends several times. They will tell me, I tell them, pack shit inside nylon. Like, pack it, spray it, and call this thing the new life. I will still sell it. because I know which problem I can identify and place it there. Simple. One thing I know about marketing is, which I will go into shortly, is remarkability. Remarkability is the ability for a product to market itself. That it is remarkable. People want to be so good. People want you to, people will go around talking about what you did. People feel indebted to you to pay you by telling other people about what you did. Our community has grown from, I remember when we started the top marketing training, we were like, I told them, oh, I want to do a marketing training and I just needed 15 people. The first time we let that link out, it was like 30. I was like, scary. Why are you guys 30? I was like, then fast forward to now, without any form of campaign, even though I can do that, without any form of promotion, ads, the group is on 80 something. And I'm like, where are you guys running to? And I asked myself, are you a bad teacher? I was like, I'm not really bad like that, so I'm trying. Then they were like, are you actually teaching them something? And I'm like, yes, I am. So why do people not come? So from that illustration alone, people are attracted to value. Are you getting? When they see that this is gold, it just calls people. When you are doing painting iron as gold, people will get there and check. People are crazy. They'll bring tester to check your gold if it's gold. So some people are here listening to me and like, you guys are not dummies. That's the truth. Some people know a lot about marketing. They are just listening. I want to hear what this guy is saying, whether he even have any sense, that kind of thing. Some people are actually here to reconfirm that this guy, because after today they'll be like, don't trust that guy, he's a nonsense guy. Just doesn't know anything. It's iron painting as gold. People can't detect nonsense. So if you are thinking that you can fake your solution, then you are wrong. And that's why I was emphasizing on that. When you talk about demand, you want to ensure that your product is so good that it can sell itself. I'm so concerned about all of your experience one by one. That's why I'm not just looking here. I'm not just looking here. I'm really concerned about everybody here, because one of you, let me tell you how review works and demand. When somebody have one bad experience, let's start with the good. Do you know when somebody has one great experience, like good experience, the first thing they will do is, it was amazing, I enjoyed myself. Then the next day they will think about it. They're like, that place was actually good though. They're like, you can try them. And you can try them. No, it's not bad. They will only tell one person. That same person have one bad experience. They will gather their friends and families. Do you see that brand? Shola's hair. Don't near her. They will just be tagging you. They will go as far as Twitter to even post about you. You will see that people have time to just bring you down. That's what bad experience can create. So the experience that you think that, I'm just concerned about my product. I'm just concerned about how I create my demand. I'm concerned about my marketing. You should also be concerned about the remarkability of your product. What people say. Is it going to be a great one? Or did it start bad and ended up good? And that's why at improvised stage, your product is, let me tell you, no matter how good you think you are good. No matter how great you think your product is, I don't think you should charge at this stage. And that's why I always advise when people start the business, because you are not good. There are professionals doing this. This marketing training I'm doing now, there are professionals with hundreds of millions of followers that are doing it right now. People are paying millions to meet them. I worked with a consultant. It's not like I worked with a consultant, a very well-known consultant. I'm not going to mention him. We're working together. I was the one drafting slides, doing a lot of things with him and all of that. And I was like, this thing, now me they write him, you just go put face, talk out. And I'm like, God, that's crazy. But the fact is people pay millions to see him. I'm not joking. And the reason why I'm not even there, or people are not paying me millions, is because, as you can see, I'm just starting. And when you're just starting, there's no point charging. I might not even charge for 2 years, because one thing I'm building is trust. Because the day I will eventually charge, there's a value equation I'll show you in front of our slide. You guys will learn a lot to stay active and online. so stay active and online. You guys will learn a lot today. There's a value equation I'll show you. The reason why I'm not charging now is because my brand trust and risk in psychologically, I cannot call it what you think, because you cannot give me a score. It's called a risk score. Like how much risk somebody think. Some people are not here because they are looking at it. Somebody came as far as, I really appreciate that. She came as far as Aja. I'm like, wow, Aja to Ikeja. That's a journey. Somebody came from Abeokuta today, here in our midst. That's a journey. If I'm going to tell you, I love you guys, don't worry guys, this is slide 1. This is slide 1. This is slide 2. Next slide, and I'm dancing in front of you. In his life, he will bite his tongue. Never. God, me, you don't be doing like this. God, me, God. He'll be swearing for me till he gets back to Abeokuta. And that's why I've been preparing for this class. I even did my own casual preparation. All these things I'm saying I've done preparation. I've done my slide again and again, just to be sure that you guys, as I was even arranging this place, trying to think, I'm like, you guys must not go back the same way. That's like, except you don't open your mind to me. I've done so much that I can't just imagine you going back and you're thinking the same way. No. So we're spoken about remarkability. Now, is this scalable? Conversion lab, for example, we were 20 or we were 14 when we started. Now at least we're crossing 20s, looking like, and some people are still coming, still texting. They are going to obviously come late. That's life. Nigeria time. Thank you. And I'm like, it's scalable. There'll be a time where I would love to actually, like I said, I was talking to my friend when we started. I was like, I'll have loved our service apartment. It would have been really nice because it was cozy, it was calm. But how many service apartments want to take 1,000 people? So we have to actually start using classes and improve on that. Oh, should we get couch instead of this kind of chair? And when we are progressing that way, we are what? We're working on our remarkability, keeping our value, and still keeping the delivery. Yes, the chairs have foam. Thank God they are not plastic chairs, because I was really particular about that. I was like, how will I move from couch to plastic chair? They cost me. So I was really thinking about that. My plan was actually to use a very beautiful meeting room with all these executive chairs. Yeah, that was my plan, but God will have it. We'll keep improving. But that's the point. It is scalable. Now you're walking into a company now. You are, as a marketer, all these things should be on your head. You know these things. You just have them flowing in your vein. As a business person, you're thinking, okay, I picked a problem. Now you're thinking of the demand, the replicability, the scalability, and is there an audience for it? There are events where it should be more than this. If I'm doing a party, a night party, the funny thing is that I've done several events. Honestly, I've done awarding events, I've done concerts, I've done party, I've done TEDx, you can name it. But this is the smallest audience I've ever had access to. Usually, when I do events, we scale. We just go from 0 to 100. I'm not joking. But this one is more like stages, because it's more like a specific group of people. When your event is just open, it might be hard to keep that growth consistent. So now, from your idea and all the problems we've listed, check the boxes on your workbook. Is your idea checking the 4 boxes? Check the workbook. Now, if it's not, rewrite your idea, because I'm sure it won't. That's why I rewrite your idea. No, it's fine. Rewrite your idea. Rewrite your idea. If it's not, rewrite your idea. So I'll give you a minute to do that. Said in the next 30 days, I want you guys to have strategies, executable strategies. And that's why this is here. So to guide you, rewrite your idea. We're going to be more complex side. Now, how to sell this idea you've written. And this is where marketing starts. And I love it. I love marketing so much. Still in the second page, guys. So have you written your ideas again? Rewrite your ideas and check those boxes. Please, I know people's businesses should scale after this conversion lab. It's very, very important. That's the point. It's called the conversion lab. For example, like we have to do testing, iteration, removal, segmentation, and clarify. So let me give you something. There is nobody that can start a business. And I'll show you how to get those system, the flow, and the cash. And that's why the improvisation stage is very important. So don't say you don't have an idea. If it's a makeup, you can do. If it's small chops you are selling, there's always something you can do that you think, and if you don't, go and learn a skill. At that point, you know you cannot help yourself. If it's you can. I remember I told my team, my top marketing class student, I told them, go and tell people you can give them marketing services for free. That is a service. Now, you can write that as a marketing professional. You want to start an advertising agency. For example, how do I go about it? You wrote down your normal advertising agency. Now, is it needed? Yes, it's needed. Is it solving a problem? Yes, it's solving a problem. Is it in demand? Yes, it's in demand. Is there a market for it? I have a job. So obviously, there's a market for it. And it is building day by day. So if you're in top marketing class, I told you guys to do something. And that's what I'm going to show you guys now. Tell people about your service. And tell them you do it for free. How many of you guys did that? I told you guys to tell people to tell you are going to do your marketing for free for them. And honestly, there's something that would save you. If you actually mess up at that stage, they'll not really deep it for you. And that's why we'll go to the monetization stage where expectation develops. Right? So at that stage of marketing, it's really, or at that stage of development, we're still in the improvisation stage. I'm just showing you how to fill the workbook. Are you guys with me? So now you wrote the idea again, and everything is clear for you now. Now, how do you now sell? So I'm going to be talking about the 4 cores of marketing. Confirm your ideas before I go forward to the marketing. Is it needed? Are people genuinely struggling with these problems? Yes, people want to scale their business. People want to look good. People want to have the best professional doing their stuff for them. Can you solve these pain points? It's not the problem. Can you really do it? Can you really do it? Can you really deliver? They're looking at me. Can you really deliver? If I cannot teach, I'll not even try. I've been practicing. I know I'm not a very good teacher, but I'm putting in that effort every day. Talking, learning, reading a lot of books to get that communication clear. Is it in demand? Do people really want to learn? Yes. Now, is it acceptable to a larger audience? Yes. And how scalable is it? How fast can we grow? You guys were in the last conversion. The plan for Conversion Lab was to do it every month. Just imagine because I've been having a lot of, thank God I'm alive, but a lot of back and forth. But just imagine we are consistently doing it. This haul will be so small for us. That's the truth. We had the first one in January, and this is June, 6 months later, and we could get this number of people. Just imagine next month the fact is, because it's that long, people are like, I'm not sure I can remember a lot of things. I'm not sure I can remember a lot of things like that. Now, we have it every month. Do you understand? That kind of thing is very, very important. Do you get? So, quickly, how do you now sell the product? We have different types of products. We have I'm going to show you how the free products, which we have reviewed, this we charge based on solution. We have the trial that hooks customers. Let me explain this. Now, we have the free product. Free product is totally free. So, now, this kind of products, you don't charge for it. Use it to build trust. Then we have the hook and free product. The hook I usually call the lead magnet. So, you have one product that is free. Then you have another product that is paid. So I worked with a company, a tech company last month, and I told them I'm going to help them scale their user base. I started the TikTok ads, I shared it on the group, and I got over 600 people, right? I shared that on the group. And I was like, wow, this is great. Hi, welcome. Hi. I think I know your face, but I'm not sure from where. Covenant University. Yeah, welcome. So, now, I told them, I'm going to work for you guys. I'm going to do this campaign. I'm like, but I'm not going to collect any money. But in time I'm going to collect money, I'm going to collect 400K for the same free campaign I did. This here was to build trust. Also, to reduce what they call non-monetary value, which is the feeling of delivery. So there are 4 stages of non-monetary, which we are going to be looking at concerning your idea. You can switch over to the next page before the marketing strategy. So that's the next, after the squares. Then we have this is the hook and paid. Then we have the give them one for free, then charge in advance for the multiple step. Or then there's another one where you highlight problem and charge for service. Now, this is usually done, like consultation and execution. For example, now, you go to the hospital, the doctor will tell you, oh, you are passing through psychomania or one malaria or something. You're struggling with this. And they'll be like, oh, probably, I'm looking for something that people don't really know. They are struggling with madness. Some people are mad and they don't really know they are mad. So, let's use that. And you're like, your part of your brain is to off. They're like, doctor, what will I do? So you have to pay us 1 million to remove that part of madness from your brain. You highlight a problem for free, usually. So all these things are different categories. This is category 1, category 2, category 3. As a marketing professional, you highlight a marketing problem that, like an agency reached out to me from Abuja yesterday. We were talking while I was preparing. I work with a lot of people. That's why I said I work with a lot of people. Like they were like, Favor, we spent 10 million to sell a property in Ikoyi and we have not sold it. Like blah blah. I was like, how would you still? I was like, you know what? You guys are struggling with this and this and this. Your influencer convert them to UGC creators, from UGC convert them to this, and they're like, Favor, thank you, but how are we going to go about it? I'm like, okay, you just pay me 1 million for the execution. So I highlighted their problem. Here is problem for free. And then this first one, I actually worked with the tech company. This is working for free. Then the next time I'm doing this same thing, they are paying me. The first one is totally free. Like Conversion Lab, by the grace of God, I don't ever want to charge for it. It's going to be totally free. But something I'm building an audience, I'm building trust, and I'm building credibility. Delivery, credibility, trust, and reducing my risk score. So usually these completely free products are usually at the top of funnel. So as I said, we're going into marketing. So let's talk about marketing funnels. You know the ACCA conversion funnels, right? Yes. It's not on the slide though. All these ones are peripherals. So we have the ACC, awareness, consideration, conversion, and action. Yeah, thank you. I'm students, man. Oh, nice. So, at the top part of your awareness, at this strategy stage, the most important thing is to get many people here, because this is the widest stage of your customers reaching out to you. So at awareness stage, you are trying to get as many people as you can. Get to know you, get to work with you, all of that. So, I'm starting a new business, Mr. Jason. What can I do? How can I grow this business? First things first, you need to know which of the products you want to offer. Do you want to offer a completely free service, or a free service that they will pay for the next time because you delivered, or the one that you show people their problem and they pay you for you to solve it? Which one of them? Are we understanding? Now, when you have that in mind, you now go into the selling. How do we sell? There are 4 major ways to sell. There are 4 major ways to sell. Now you have your product. We have this simple product here that we call our lead offer. So give me a product, marketing solution. Most of us are marketing professionals here. This one is not working. See? Welcome to Africa. That's a gap. Marker is a gap. So I have to solve the gap. So we have our free product here. Our free product is probably marketing solution. Are we together, guys? Can you see from there? There is a seat here. No, you. Yeah. Are you sure? Okay, we have a free solution called marketing products. We want to sell a marketing solution to people that, okay, this marketing solution, we want to sell marketing solution to people. Now, I'm just starting. Very few people know me. Let me tell you, there are 4 ways to sell, or 4 ways to get people to buy things from you. One is the simple square which is on the screen. One, you have the warm outreach. Warm outreach is reaching out to people who already know you. Like everybody on your contact list, everybody on your Instagram followers, everybody on your email list, everybody on your LinkedIn, they are all warm outreach because they kind of know you. Warm outreach, that's the first one. Now, the second one is the opposite of the first one, cold outreach. Cold outreach is reaching out to people who don't know you at all. People who have never heard of you, people who they don't think about you. You picked up a list from, probably you went to ShopRite and you got their list and you start calling them. That is cold outreach. Trying to reach out to people who have never heard of you. The next way to get people to buy from you is costing free content. And that is one-to-many. We have one-to-one, warm outreach, one-to-many, posting free content, and one-to-many running ads. So there's nothing outside this box that is not marketing again. So now, as a new business, where do you start from? Did I start by running ads? Did I start by doing cold outreach? No. You're just starting. And to validate your idea, you need to, just a second. Sorry. Yeah, that's a bit freer for me. So, as a new business, what do you want to do exactly? How do you want to reach out to people who will buy from you? You don't just say, oh, I'm reaching out to, I'm posting free content, I'm calling people, I'm doing this. No, you don't do that. That's why you're a marketing professional. You strategically pick warm outreach. This is where you start from. So, how do you start with warm outreach? You get a list of all the people that have your SMS or phone number. You get the people on all your WhatsApp contacts. You get the people on all your Facebook contacts. You get the people on all your IG contacts. You get the people on all your email contacts. You get the people on all your LinkedIn contacts. Then you start looking at them that all these people, I have access to them. And they also have access to me. So, marketing solution. You craft what they call a sales message, or what they call an offer, which I'll still show you today. you craft any of these. So your offer should be this free thing. I am doing this and this for free. I'm offering my marketing solution for free for a period of 30 days for just 5 people. If you are interested, say hi and I'll respond to you. If you're not, can you refer me to a friend that will need this solution? That is all. I'm selling phone, but I'm giving free chargers and I also want to use this to help you. It applies to products too. I'm giving out free chargers from our gadget store. People already now know that you are a gadget store.